So let's get started. What are we going to do today? Actually, I'm going to do a little pinning. What's our theme today, Nat?
Well, it's a full body today because we focused more on the upper body on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I think more lower body on the Monday. So Nat, today it's full body.
Great. And Nat, next week, I'd said this thing that I want to do work in a chair.
Yeah.
And so I just want to make that clear that we're going to do it for people who might have to be a resident in a wheelchair, or people who have, for some reason, they can't use their legs very well. They might have an injury or something, or you might have sprained your ankle. But, you know, it's like, I want you to give us the toughest workout sitting down.
Sitting down. Okay.
It's just a challenge. I think it's an interesting challenge. And
it is a good challenge.
I'm sure lots of people who are permanently in a wheelchair have their own brilliant set of exercises. But, you know, it would be good to do.
Definitely.
Okay.
Right.
Fantastic. All right, we're ready, darling.
Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. You're going to push the hips back a little bit and reach your right arm up to the sky. Deep breath in. And then exhale, reach underneath your left arm. Inhale, rotate, reach that right arm up. And exhale, reach under. 3 more times on this side. So we're getting in thoracic rotation. 2 more. And last one. Hand down, you're going to switch to do the same on the other side. So that left arm reaches underneath the right, deep breath in. And then exhale, reach up to the sky. Good. Another 3, 2, and last one. You'll place that hand down. You're going to come into the cat dog stretch, so you flex and extend.
You know what I'd like you to do? Because you're very low, when people watch you might be new, you're under all the comments. So if there's any way that you can put your phone lower so that we see your mat halfway.
Yeah, 1 second.
Get to see what you're doing, because the problem with Instagram is the guest is always seen worse, which is so silly.
Yes, they are hidden. Right. Maybe that's a little bit better. I should be more in the middle now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Right. What you're going to do now is lengthen out the legs so your knees are lifted and you are in a high plank position. From there, you're going to walk your hands towards your feet, roll up, big stretch, come into a squat, then walk your hands back out again. So you stand, squat, walk your hands back out. But this, we're going to start to pick up the pace. So it's nice and fast, start to raise the heart rate. So you squat down, walk the hands out into your high plank. So it's a little different to the one that we normally do. Good, and then stand up, big reach up to the sky. And again, you squat, walk those hands out, walk the hands back, so you're in a squat, stand up, and you go again. For 60 seconds. So because you're doing it quite fast, you're going to get that cardiovascular element. You're going to raise the heart rate. You're going to challenge those shoulders, warm up the shoulders nicely. Good, but it's actually part of our first exercise. This is kind of a warm up, but also we're leading into the movement, the main movement. Okay, you're going to go for 2 more. Squat down, good. Walk those hands out. Last one. That's it. And you're going to be holding that high plank for a couple of seconds. And then you come into opposite ankle reaches. So you're going to reach your right hand to your left ankle, come forward. And then reach your left hand to your right ankle. So you're reaching for the opposite ankle and you're getting in that little bit of a stretch. Stretching out the backs of the legs. Stretching out the chest a little bit so you're really pushing back and you're also warming up those shoulders nicely. Keep going from side to side. You can do this slowly. Take your time with this, or you can go a little faster. That's it. And maybe if the arms are feeling a little sore from Wednesday's workout, in which case it's good to get that blood flow into the muscles. Go for another 4. Go for 3, 2, and last one. Good. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Come up onto your feet, and we're going to go into squats. So I want you to step to the side, come to the center, step to the other side. So it's a squat and step. So going from side to side, so you get the body moving a little bit differently, rather than just an up and down squat. We're moving out to the side, which is going to challenge the glutes just a little bit more. In round 2, I'm going to give you an option to go a little faster and add in a small jump. Inhale, exhale to drive up. Good. Go for a nice wide stance, knees push out to the side, hips are pushed back, chest is pulled up right here. You're here for another 20 seconds, and then there's a little rest. Good. Inhale, exhale to drive up out of it. By now, you should start to feel those legs are firing up. Last one on each side. Good, and stop. Okay, little rest, grab a drink if you need, and then we're going back into the squat and plank walkout combination. Should be feeling nice and warm, all those muscles fired up. Okay, are you ready? So you're going to squat down, walk your hands out into the high plank, walk your hands back to your feet, stand, squeeze the shoulder blades together or reach your arms up to the sky, and then you squat, walk those hands out, walk the hands back to the feet, come out of that squat. Good. So normally I get you to do this with straight legs, but this one means that you get the heart rate up a little bit, and it's a little bit of a hip opener. Good, and it's more about the upper body than the abs, this one, but we'll move on to the abs later. Good, drive up. That's it, getting nice and low on the squat. Good. 25 seconds to go. Perfect. 10 seconds. So you've got one more. You're going to squat down, walk your hands out, hold the high plank, and come into the opposite ankle reach. So you squat down, walk those hands out, come into that opposite ankle reach. When you come forwards into your plank, squeeze the butt for a second just to make sure that you're getting in that little bit of activation for the lower abs as well as the glutes. 10 seconds to go, and then you're into those squats. Good. Inhale forwards, exhale, you reach back. Last one. Good, walk your hands back towards your feet, come up onto your feet. And we've got those squat step outs. So you're going to step and then step in. Now, if you want to make this more cardiovascular, what you could do is squat, jump in, touch the ground with one hand, squat. This is called a pop squat. And obviously that's going to get the heart rate up. It's not too high impact, it's not like a squat jump. It's just a little hop out to the side. Otherwise, you're sticking to this one, which is still fantastic exercise. Nice, Trinny. Light on the toes, you bring the toes towards each other, the feet towards each other, and you jump those feet out to the side, reach for the ground. Really starts to get that heart rate up. Going for another 4, 3, 2, last one. Have a little rest. We're going into this round one more time today. Are you feeling warm, Trinny?
I sure am.
Good. Straight into today's session with a bang. Right. Round 3 of 3. Let's go in. 3, 2, 1. You're going to squat, get nice and low, walk those hands out. Walk the hands back towards the feet. Drive up. And you can take your time with this. A modification might be a squat, stand up, and then you can push against a wall. If you're really building up your strength, there's always a way of modifying this. No one is excluded, pretty much. 40 seconds to go. Going for that nice big reach. Challenging the side of the stomach when you walk those hands out, because shifting your weight from side to side. Perfect. That's it, nice, Trinny. You've got another 15 seconds, not even 10 seconds now. Good, you squat, walk those hands out. Hold this one, come into that opposite ankle reach. Right hand to left ankle, left hand to right ankle. Rotating the body a little bit as you reach, so you get in that thoracic rotation. And this one is great for firing up the shoulders. Good. Inhale, exhale to reach back. 10 seconds to go. Good. Last one. Walk the hands back towards the feet. Roll those shoulders back, and we're going to get ready for the squat. So you can do half the squat step outs, or you can go straight into that pop squat where you touch the ground, jump the feet in, alternating hands. Or you're stepping out. Or you could alternate between them. Add in a bit of brain work, coordination. Yes, fantastic, Trinny. Feel the belly button in. This one does get the heart rate up, it gets those legs working. Feels good. Good, and if you need to step it out, you can do. Getting the harder stuff out of the way in the beginning, while the energy is a little higher. Keep it going. You're here for another 15 seconds. Not long. This is great for stoking that metabolism fire. 3, 2, last one. Shake it off. Let's have a nice 30-second recovery before we go into the next round of exercises. Definitely time for a sip of water. Okay. Nice deep breaths. You need to let that heart rate recover a little bit. Okay. Right, are you ready for your second set of exercises? You're going to come into a curtsy lunge. So your right foot is going to go behind your left. Weight is in that left heel. Then you just stand up. So it's a static curtsy. You slowly lower, then stand up. So you're going to lower for 4, 3, 2, 1, lift. 4, 3, 2, 1, lift. So because we're going slow on that eccentric movement, so as we're lowering into it, it's a really nice way of adding some challenge, adding some resistance without having to hold a heavy weight. So it's just those legs working. Let lower for 4, 3, 2, 1, stand up, and I can already feel the outer thigh working a little bit with this one. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1, drive up, lower for 4, 3, 2, 1. You've got one more, and then we're going into little pulses, lower for 4, 3, 2, hold on 1, 8 pulses, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, and another 8 pulses, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand up. Okay, shake it off. We're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So that left foot goes behind and slightly across at a diagonal. So I'll do this one from the side this time. And you're going to lower into the curtsy. Chest is upright, 4 seconds down, then stand up. And it's a static lunge, so we're not stepping in and out of it. We're just slowly lowering and then driving back up. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1, lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Over halfway through, and then we've got the 2 rounds of 8 pulses. Good. Lower 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Let's lower 4, 3, 2, hold, 8 pulses, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. And again, pulse, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand up. Shake off those legs. They should be feeling fired up. We're going to lie down on the mat and work the back of the legs, and then we'll do a little bit of ab work. So we're going to lie down, heels down. You're going to have your heels together, your toes apart, slightly out to the side. So I'll just turn like this so maybe you can see my legs a little more clearly. From there, your hands are pressed down on the mat. You're going to tap and lift your hips up into the air, and then extend your right leg. You want to lower halfway, bring the heel to the knee, and then lift all the way back up again. So it's a pulse. So your legs are turned out. You lower, heel to knee, and lift 10 times. Inhale, exhale to lift. So it's bending that right knee, Trinny, bringing the heel to the left knee. So your right heel goes to your left knee. And then you lift up, squeezing the butt. Make sure those hips are nice and even. You're not letting the right hip roll down towards the ground. You use the side of the stomach. Go for 4. Inhale, exhale, lift 3, 2, 1 more. Lift and hold, 5 pulses up. Flex your right foot, so footprint on the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Roll down. We're going to switch to do the same on the other side. Heels together, knees apart. You need to tuck in, lift up, extend your left leg this time. You're going to inhale, lower halfway, left heel to your right knee, and then exhale, lift. Flex the left foot as you bring it towards your knee, and then.
Can I just say, are you lifting up you're lifting up your hips, right?
That's right. So it's like a pulse, but I'm lowering my hips so they're not quite touching the ground, and then lift them all the way back up again, squeezing the back of the right leg.
So I lift and lower my hips with the lifting of the leg?
Yes, exactly.
Because I was keeping them up before.
Oh, I thought you were alone, but maybe I was going to say
I was just doing that. But
okay, it's fine to do a static hold. That pulse is going to make it slightly more challenging for the glute. Last 2. Lift and hold your next one. Right foot, that footprint to the ceiling, or the left footprint to the ceiling, and you're going to go for pulses up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll down. Good. Keep your feet on the ground. And you're going to work the upper abdominals. First of all, so hands are behind the head. Lift the chest. Pulse up. 3, 2, 1. Then the head goes back down to the mat. And again, you lift. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Head goes back down. 3 sharp out breaths as you lift. So the idea of this is to try and get just that little bit higher with every pulse. Elbows nice and wide. Good, so we're really firing up the top of the abdominals here. And then the second, we're going to work on the lower abdominals as well. Lifting, go for another 2 like this. 1 more. Hold it there, bring your legs into tabletop. You're going to extend and bend your legs. Extend and bend. Reaching those legs forwards. If they reach them up into the air.
Am I still up?
Chest is still lifted, so it's a hold.
Am I still in a crunch?
You are, yes. So chest is still lifted, and you extend and bend your legs. Going for another 3, 2, last one. Head down, knees into the chest, give them a hug, rock from side to side, so you're releasing that back a little bit. Then place both of your feet down, lift the hips to release those hip flexors. Sit, holding for 3, 2, and 1, roll down. Turn onto your side, push yourself up. And you're going to come back into that curtsy lunge combination. So have a sip of water if you need, because this is your rest. You've got another 15 seconds of recovery. And then we'll get back into the slow-paced curtsy to tange the outer thigh. So your right foot is going to go behind your left at a diagonal, not too far across because that's going to twist your body too much, just a little bit. Sit, and you might need to change your footing once you come into the curtsy, but you're going to lower for 4, 3, 2, 1, then stand up without moving your feet. Lower 4, 3, 2, 1, stand up. So from the side, it's not that your knees not coming too far forwards like this. You're still comfortably upright, and you're just lowering, keeping the weight in that left heel. Good, lower 4, 3, 2, 1, lift, 4, 3, 2, 1, drive up. Last time, lower and hold. 8 pulses, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on 1, hold it, and 8 pulses, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand up. And then we switch to do the same on the other side. So that right foot stays fixed on the ground, that left foot comes back and across a little bit, and then we slowly lower into that curtsy. 4, 3, 2, 1, lift. And this, once you get your balance, this one is quite nice. Sometimes it takes a few seconds to gain your balance, because this is more of a one leg exercise. That back leg is just giving you a little bit of support. Lower 4, 2, 1, drive up. Lower 4, 3, 2, 1, lift. Good. Hold it here, 8 pulses, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, get a little lower, and again, 8 pulses, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand up, shake off those legs. We're going to go into that glute bridge variation again. Heels are together, toes are apart, knees are slightly apart, and you're going to start off by lifting that right leg in the air. So heels together, toes apart. You're going to tuck your hips in, lift up into the glute bridge. Make sure that you're really squeezing the backs of those legs so you feel the butt is switched on. So heels are down on the ground, Trinny, you're in a glute bridge. And your heels are together and your toes are apart, so there's a V shape with the feet. Now you lift your right leg up to the sky. You're going to flex the foot, bend the knee, the right knee, and lower your hips. Just halfway, hover them off the ground, then you lift them up, lift the leg. 10 repetitions here. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good. Work with the breath. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift up. Good. Got 5 to go. Excuse me. 4. Perfect. Lift. Go for 3. 2. Really squeeze the back of that leg. Lift and hold your next one. Flex the foot 10 pulses up this time. 10, 9, 8, 7. Really squeeze everything you've got in the back of that left leg. 3, 2, 1. Roll down. You're going to switch to do the same exercise on the other side now. So heels are back together, toes are apart, knees are apart. You're going to lift your hips into that glute bridge. Extend your left leg. Inhale, lower halfway. Bring the heel to the knee. That left knee is turned out a little bit, and then you lift. You flex the foot as you lower and bring it to the knee. Point the toes to lift up. Keeping that left hip lifted as well. Halfway. Good. Nice. Go for another 3, 2. Sit. Lift and hold your next one. 10 pulses up. Flex that foot. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Give the knees a little hug. Rock from side to side. We're going to go into the ab exercise again for the last time, and then we'll be into our last round of exercises for the day. So, hands up behind the head, elbows nice and wide, feet are down. Take a deep breath in to prepare, and then exhale, chin comes down a little, you lift your chest, 3 pulses up, 3, 2, 1, head back down. And again, you lift, 3, 2, 1, head down. Belly button drawn down. Perfect. You are over halfway through this one. And then we're going to add those lower abs. Good. And you want to engage the pelvic floor as well when you lift up, especially when you're breathing out, because it works with the diaphragm. Lift and hold your next one. So you're going to lift and hold, bring your legs into tabletop. Sit, hands behind the head. Now you just extend and bend your legs. Just going to go for a few repetitions here. So you extend and bend. The lower your legs go, obviously the more you have to use the lower abs. So if your back starts to lift off the mat, just lift your legs a little bit higher. Inhale to bend, exhale to reach forwards. One more, and rest. Give those knees a little hug. Rock from side to side, and then you're going to release the front of the hip by placing the heels back down and lifting into a glute bridge, just for a couple of seconds because it helps to switch off those hip flexors. And then you're going to roll back down, turn over, push yourself up, come up onto your feet. And we're going to go into your last round of exercises because we're only doing 2 rounds of that one. Okay, so the last one is more about working the upper body. So we can bring a little bit of cardio into it. That choice is yours. You're going to have your hands down on the ground. And it's 6 mountain climbers. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can put your knees down to do 1 push-up. Lift your knees again. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 push-up. Now, if you want to make this a little harder, you can hop the knees up towards the chest and then come into a full push-up. And it's really tough on the upper body, but it's also going to get that the cardiovascular system works. Good. Try not to arch the back when you come out of that push-up. That's it. And this one is just for 30 seconds.
Ooh.
Good. Push. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. And push. Good. You're going to lie on your mat now, Trinny, because you're done with that one. And we're going to work the back. So I want you to reach your arms forwards.
Lie on my front or back?
Lie on your front. Squeeze the butt so you're activating the glutes to help your lower back stay safe.
My arms are forward or to the
Your
side?
arms are forward, so I want you to reach forwards. So you're going to lift your upper body, lift your arms, and you're going to imagine you're doing breaststroke in the swimming pool. It's actually called breaststroke. It's a Pilates exercise. And you reach the arms forwards. Inhale, start to lift. Exhale, swim those arms back, and then reach forwards. So you're getting in back extension work. You're working the back of the shoulders.
Am I just keeping my back up?
So you you let your head come down as you reach the arms forwards. Then you start to lift again as you pull the arms back. So start off with, that's it, now reach forwards. Now start to lift the back, pull back. So then you reach forwards, arms are straight. Now lift your chest and lift your arms up towards the sky with them straight. Then you bend the arms, pull them back. Good. You're here for another 4 repetitions. That's it. 3, 2, and last one. You can rest in child's pose for a couple of seconds. So you push the hips back, reach your arms forwards, have a little rest. Then roll, then slowly come out of it, roll your shoulders back a couple of times. And you're going to come into that mountain climber push-up combination again. So hands are down, knees are lifted, and it's 6 mountain climbers, 1 push-up. Good. And we're only doing this for a short time, just for 30 seconds, because it's a really tough exercise. And this could be a goal to work on to increase the time as you increase your fitness with this exercise. Good. Perfect, Trinny. Lift the head a little bit when you're in that push-up so that you're not letting the head hang down too much. Last one, you're going to push. That's it. And you come into that back exercise now. So you can stop that exercise. You're going to lie back on the mat, on your stomach. And this is your last exercise of the day, and we are stretching after that. So lying on your stomach, you reach your arms forwards. So your arms are nice and long, reaching forwards. You're going to lift the chest, pull those shoulders back, and then reach forwards again. So inhale, exhale, pull back. Arms are nice and wide. Inhale, reach forwards. That's it. And you want to really lift the forearms towards the sky. So you're opening up the chest, almost getting in a stretch for the chest. Good. Go for another 3. Perfect. Go for 2. 1 more. And rest in child's pose. Nice deep breaths there. And then we're going to be going into stretching. So slowly stack up. You can lie on your back now.
Oh, hallelujah.
That was a really tough session, Trinny, non-stop.
I mean, I much prefer, personally, to do 45 minutes intense. You know?
Well, we can do 45 minutes because it's more time efficient, and then and mentally as well. You think,
yeah,
I've just got 45 minutes. I'm going to give it my all.
Anyway, focus on 45 minutes. But anyway, yeah, okay.
Take hold of the back of the right leg and lengthen out your left leg on the ground. We're going to come into the hamstring stretch. It is actually so classes, people generally prefer 45-minute class. It's actually a known fact.
Yeah. Well, of course they do. Unless you're somebody who's fanatical.
Because it's, of course, sometimes if you're travelling to a class, you know, you've got to set aside now for the class, and often, you know, the travel to the class, and you can end up spending 2 hours just going to a class.
And I think you give it more. You know, in an hour I might be lazy on some of the counts, but when I have 45 minutes, I'm not so lazy on the counts. I don't know how you feel, ladies.
Yeah, it'd be good to know people's opinions, actually, for this. You've got another 2, extend and bend, 1 more extend and hold.
By the way, your porridge is insanely delicious. It's so good.
Surprising, isn't it?
I have no idea there was any cauliflower in it.
No, it's delicious.
It's a brilliant recipe now.
Oh, thank you. You're going to switch to do the same on the other side. Yeah, and then by the time you finish eating it, you've had 2 of your 5 a day, because especially if you have some berries on top or something. So
The thing is, I have 3 meals a day, so I don't need to do my 5 a day. But I definitely, like every lunchtime now, I have fish and vegetables.
Oh, amazing.
And then in the evening, I have soup, chicken soup.
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally been my diet now for the last, you always ask what I eat. So I'm not snacking during the day. So I'll have, either I had your muffins or now your porridge.
Yeah.
Then the mackerel with some horseradish sauce or a fish with horseradish sauce and some vegetables or salad.
Delicious.
Then nothing until dinner, but I have dinner at sort of 6:45, 7:30.
Yeah.
And I'll have chicken soup. But then my snack on the side is these lovely sourdough crackers.
Yeah.
With that it's called moo or something, beetroot hummus, and normal hummus. And then the third cracker has on it cheddar cheese.
Ooh.
This amazing cheese called Oldminster or Godminster. And it's a delicious cheddar. And then I'll have pip and nut, painfully, because I did a talk for her staff. So she sent me 3 cases of the peanut butter things I'm obsessed with.
Yeah,
and so that's been the devil in the freezer. Okay. Because I put them in the freezer, they don't feel so sweet. So I have at least 1 of those and half a bar of Halo. So that's my day for the last 3 weeks.
Okay, well that's pretty good actually, Trinny. That's very good. You're going to cross your left ankle over your right knee. That sounds very similar to my day.
But I think you don't have all that chocolate that I have. Because you just, you know, maybe you just burn it off and you do lots more exercise classes. But you're, you know, I always feel that you eat heartily, but you eat very healthily.
I do, but I do adore chocolate. But I wouldn't have maybe that. I would have maybe. You
would like take the pip and nut, 2 sort of, you know, peanut cakes, and you put 1 of them in the fridge still. Take the other one, you cut it in 6 pieces, and you'd have it over an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
No, I wouldn't do that necessarily. I'll tell you what I've been making. So I brought some dates back from Morocco, and I put a little bit of pip and nut peanut butter inside. Put them in the freezer. Then I dip them in some raw chocolate, and then I'll have 1 of those.
Okay.
And then it's like a homemade Snickers. It's pretty delicious.
Yeah, that sounds pretty delicious. Anyway, is anyone feeling hungry? Because I sure am. Just having this conversation, I'm starving.
That's so good. Well, hopefully you've got a nice steaming bowl of cauliflower porridge waiting for you. But you're going to have a big stretch out. Reach your arms above your head. Squeeze the glutes. Oh, Trinny, my Zoom classes have gone live on Tuesdays and Thursdays on my website.
What?
I've got my Zoom classes ready to go now.
Fantastic, darling. When are they?
Tuesday, 7:45 a.m.
Yep.
Thursday, 6 p.m. So people can exercise every day. We've got Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with you.
Yep.
And then
I think that's such a good idea. So if people want to book them, I I always tag Nathalie in this, but Nathalie, if I tag you and they go onto Instagram, it will go to your website.
Yeah, that's
Great.
right. And then you can just click straight away from the website.
And they're £8 a lesson?
Yep, and they're 45 minutes, full body.
Nathalie, I'm going to give you the hard sell. I'm going to ask you some hard questions.
Okay.
There are so many free exercises on YouTube. Why would they pay for yours?
Because it's the accountability factor. So you have to show up at that time, and people can, I can see people, so if they're doing something wrong, or I can correct them. So that's why I say it's more of a personal factor. It's like showing up to an actual class. Because, yeah, you're right. Anyone can go to YouTube and just find something.
Yeah, it's just good to highlight why it's good. And I think the fact that, you know, you can only see me on these, so everyone else does it blind, but just follow
exactly.
And with that,
come to your neutral spine. Bring your right foot forward, have your left knee on the ground. And you're going to reach your left arm up to the sky and lean over to the right. Let's stretch out those hip flexors. Nice deep breaths. But accountability is very important when you're exercising, I think. Back to the center. And you're going to switch to do the same on the other side. So your left foot is forward, your right knee is on the ground, hips tucked in, and lean. It's also going to be a progressive, over 4 weeks, it's going to progress. So if you come every week, then you'll start to increase your strength. Back to the center. You're going to come up onto your feet, roll the shoulders back a couple of times, flex your hands, tilt your right ear to your right shoulder, take your right hand and place it on the left side of your head, just to get a bit of a stretch for those trapezius muscles. And then slowly come back to the center. You're going to switch to do the same on the other side. So you're not pulling your head, you're just using your arm to anchor. Keep that shoulder roll back. Back to the chest, roll the shoulders back. And Trinny, you're done. Friday's session finished.
I mean, that's just like, it went, didn't it go in a flash, ladies? I think that's great.